So this morning we had a bit of a thriller down at the blood bank with the unders winning by a point, 10-7, 67 against Redan Lions, 9-12, 66. The goals follow as Lockie Erickson with 3, Kyle DeRose with 2, Tom Simpson with 2, Travis Ferry with 1, James Robertson with one of the sealers from outside 50 with 1, and Jonesy, that's been Christopher Jones with 1. The best follows as Liam Martin with best on ground, Lockie Erickson, Kyle DeRose, Jonesy being Christopher of sorts, Braden Griffiths and Robert Jones. So James, I rocked up in the last quarter and you had the footy on the around the 50. Can you talk us through it?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, took the mark just in front of the 50. Shout out to Travis getting the shepherd on. Yeah, so took the chest mark just before the 50, rocked back. I just rocked back, kept me composure, and just walked up, dubbed in the air, and prayed mostly. Thought I was lucky enough to get it over the line. Starters.
Beautiful. So obviously we had the win today. It was good against the Redan Lions. Yeah. How about for the next couple of weeks? What are your thoughts on who we have back? We have Bacchus, I think, next week. What are your thoughts on coming forward? What's going to happen? And yourself?
Yeah, we do have a couple of tough games ahead. We've got Bacchus, obviously, then the bye, then we have East Point again, I think. So yeah, I think we'll be all right then. I think we have a strong enough side now. We're starting to mould together, play better, and yeah, I think we'll go through.
So do you think with yourself, I guess playing a bit higher up the ground, you'll get into the guts eventually?
Yeah, I thought if I push myself up, give a bit of space for the forwards to give a lead up, because I thought that was a good game.
Beautiful. Anyway, good luck against Bacchus. All right, we'll get the boys singing the song as well in the rooms after the good win. It'll be good.
See you later, boys. Let's go.
This was managed Redan this week. As we said, guys, they've been a bit stiff all week, but to come out like that, to fight with just 18 players to get over the line in the last kick of the day, it's time to send our card. So, on behalf of managed Redan, Robbo in the middle, Robbo's
So later in the day we had the reserves being victorious over the Redan Lions, 13-10-88 with 7-6-48 being the Redan Lions. We struggled with a few numbers, so it was good to have a few young and old folks back at the club, back at the McPherson reserves. With the goals, Andrew Button kicked 3, Matty Huckstepp with 2, and Jacob Gretsch with another 2. Follows as 1 goal with Tom Simpson, Bradley Newman, Matty Gunn, Kyle DeRose and Jake Buttigieg, who is going over to Europe tomorrow morning. So we're missing him in the next couple of weeks. In the best, we had Bradley Newman with the best on ground honours. Ray Newman with second best on, and it follows as Tristan Batten with Ben Kennedy, Matty Gunn and Chris Webber, who was lucky enough to fill in for us. And really appreciate it. So here with Matthew Gunn, the winning playing coach today for the reserves. Can you just have a few words just about the game today, what's coming forward, and your own performances over the last couple of weeks and going forward?
Perfect. Basically today we struggled with numbers for a bit. We had to call up a few of the old guys. We had to call up the great man himself, who's going in for surgery on Wednesday. So for me, it's a phenomenal effort to put the club first before his shoulder, even though my personal opinion, I think he's faking it, because the way you were taking hangers today, mate, there's nothing wrong with your shoulder. But no, it's good to beat Redan. Basically, I've played here since I was 17. I've never had the privilege to beat Redan. Gotten close a few times. Got close in the grand final, which was the same year that I won George King medal, just in case people forgot that. But yeah, that puts us back in the finals race, which is what we all play football for. My performance is slowly building. I'd like to refer to myself as a 1978 Kingswood. It takes you about 10 or 15 minutes to warm up. So by around 7 or 8, I start playing a better footy. Beautiful. Obviously today, the seniors went down a bit. I think they probably could have used me a bit. I know Benny Archard's probably my favourite player, but I think he could have used a couple of minutes rest and used the 12 o'clock that I've got in my hand.
So you're talking about haven't beaten Redan in a long time. Does that say a lot about the culture that's building at Melton? I guess the people that are getting in and the people that are kind of scooting out. So do you think it's improving over the last couple of years, seeing as though you've been at Caroline Springs last year and coming back into this year? Do you feel a bit of a difference between the 2 years?
I do. I definitely do. I was here from when Murph started. I've seen the recruits that he's brought through, and I think the recruits he's brought through this year is a one step closer towards of where we want to be. Culture is a big thing when it comes to football. I believe if you have a few beers with a few mates after the game, sort of talk a bit of garbage about how good you played, how far out your goal was, it actually does create a good vibe on the field. I believe that the culture is it's getting where we want it to be. On the social side, it probably could be better, but my plan was I might be here to coach the twos. Not getting the players I want to play, but for me it's about changing the culture, because I believe the culture goes a long way in a senior club playing finals football, which I actually have never seen in my time Melton play. I mean, yeah, we won 2005, but I think I was sort of in and out of the team. So my biggest thing today or this year is to see senior football play finals.
All right, thank you. Hopefully we get a win against Bacchus Marsh against all three ages in the netballs, hopefully. So good luck, mate.
Thanks very much, mate.
I guess we'll go on to the boys having a sing along around the circle. So unfortunately for the seniors today, we've had a loss in another tight one over the last couple of weeks. So Melton was 9-13-67, with Redan Lions being 11-14-80. In the first quarter, Melton kicked 7 unanswered points, unfortunately, with Redan kicking a few goals, so it made it hard to, I guess, come back from that. In the goals, we had Junior Nightmare being Jordan Kite with 3, Senior Nightmare Braden Kite with 2, and singles from Jake Gleeson, the captain, coming back from a few head knocks. Ryan Davis, Jack Walker, who's had a few bad ribs, and Jared May, who's been playing consistent footy on the half forward line. In the best, we've had Ben Archard, one of the key recruits, come down for another best on ground performance. He's had a strong year and hopefully he sticks around for next year at the Blood Bank. Jacob Hickey coming second best on, and follows with Ryan Davis with 3rd. Brother of Jacob being Lockie Hickey with 4th. Kane Wilson, who debuted today in the seniors. So it's good work from him getting best on his debut. And Kurt Bagg, who's been in and out of the side, but hopefully solidifies his senior reputation. So we're here with Daniel Walker here. Obviously pretty disappointing with the loss against Redan Lions today. What are your thoughts on the game, your own game, and going forward for the next couple of games? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, just another one of those games where we're with them, one of the good teams, and we have a 10-minute lapse and get 5 goals down and sort of make it hard for ourselves. But we fought our way back into it today, good third quarter. Yep. Just another lapse in the last quarter. They slowed it right down and used their little chip kicks and ran away with it. So, yeah, disappointing.
So I think that makes us out of the top 6 now. More importantly is your body. You know the blood blank. So you're a bit susceptible in the injuries. How's that going for you, coming back from the hamstring a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, probably only the first or second time in 3 years I've played 2 or 3 in a row, so it's good. I just got to start getting my hands on the footy now.
Beautiful, thanks Dan. So next week we've got Bacchus Marsh away. Hopefully we get a win just to help solidify, I guess, our finals aspirations and going forward over the next couple of weeks. Additionally, after the Bacchus Marsh game, we've got mid-year ball, which will be, I guess, a good fun, some may say, at Westwaters Hotel in Caroline Springs. And I'm sure I'll see more of you that night. All right. Anyway, have a good one.